Now, we got a two-time Grammy nominated, y'all. Yeah, two-time Grammy nominated. And many more to come. We're going to claim that. We're going to manifest that, y'all. Now, you would get to work on the Kanye West Donda project, the song New Again. Yes. You said, I still haven't fully processed this actually happened. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Sound by Dawson.
Yes.
Four-time Grammy nominated, y'all. She on her way to many more. You got to understand that. Now, the picture you posted, you guys were actually in a warehouse.
Yes.
You know, it was Kanye West-esque. You know what I'm saying? In a big old warehouse, the speakers. I don't know if that was Kanye West in that picture or he was dressed up.
It was 88 Keys.
Okay, 88 Keys. Shout out to 88 Keys. But what was that like being able to work on Donda, you know what I'm saying, on a project that Kanye West is putting out?
It was crazy because I remember, after I moved, you know, in first grade or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Man, this goes back to
first
grade,
first
y'all.
Grade.
Yeah, for real. This is crazy.
I spent a lot of time alone, you know, because my mom was always at work, so I would always be just watching like TV and stuff, and she would buy me like the bootleg DVDs. So one of those bootleg DVDs, it was like a music video DVD that had like just a bunch of random music videos. Like I remember Sierra was on there, like Goodies.
Oh man, Goodies.
The P.D. Pablo one. And then the Kanye West one was there too, the Jesus Walks.
Yeah, that was a different era.
It was.
Different era. Wow.
So I remember, growing up, you know, I did speak English, but I didn't speak, like it wasn't my first language. It was Spanish. So when I would like hear songs, I would always be like, what the hell? Like, what did he just say? So when I seen the Kanye West Jesus Walks, I was like, he's rapping about Jesus. Like Jesus, like, does he mean Jesus, or am I like
about the name Jesus?
Yeah, like I was like wondering, like what it like. But then you know, watching the video, you're just like, what? That's so crazy. Like that takes a lot of like guts, you know, to rap about Jesus, because all these other videos that I was watching, they were like, you know, like sex and all this stuff. So I thought that music video was so like touching to me.
Wow, yeah, for sure.
So that was like the first time I ever heard Kanye West, and then pretty much every project that he's dropped, like I've related to, especially like the early ones, like Graduation and College Dropout. Like a lot of those songs like shaped like my teenage years and my early teenage years.
People don't really like 808 and Heartbreaks. I like that project though.
I like it. I do like it.
I mean, it's probably not of course, it's not one of his best to people, but it's.
I do like it. I like a lot of his projects for sure. So when I got the call from Dawson, you know, shout out Dawson.
Shout out Dawson. Yeah.
So it's funny because I had seen Dawson on like in Atlanta. So they did like at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. He was like in a small room, like just recording Kanye, and it just like all the pictures looked very, like you said, like Kanye like vibes,
Kanye
like
West,
real like blurry, but like it was like on purpose.
Yeah.
So I DM'd Dawson because I actually met him at the Engineers NAMM 2020.
Okay.
Or 20, I don't remember which one I met him at, but I had met him there at Ali's thing, and I DM'd him like, hey dude, like I'm super proud of you, like you're doing it, like you're working with Kanye West, right? And he's like, oh thank you, blah blah blah. And I would just see him post and stuff, and it was just super like exciting just to see him do it. And then like one day I was at my studio, like I was actually working on the Lil Wayne stuff for Fabian, and he was like, hey, are you busy right now? And I was like, well, I'm just finishing up these Lil Wayne, or I didn't say Lil Wayne, I just said I'm finishing up some edits because at this point nobody knew he was going to drop. So he's like, do you want to come work with Kanye? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he's about to land in a few hours in LA and they need an engineer in LA. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, no way. He's like, yeah, just like scream, cry, do whatever you gotta do. But like, you know, like,
yeah.
But I was just like, oh my God, this is so crazy because this is Kanye West.
Right,
like, and I'm working on the Lil Wayne stuff right now. So it's just like.
Just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, like that's so crazy. So I actually ended up taking my equipment over to Kanye because since he was just landing, they didn't have anything like readily available. So I just packed up my whole studio. I didn't know what he was gonna need, and I took it over there. And it like I actually cried on the way to the studio.
Man, I could imagine. I could imagine.
I cried because I was like, you know what? I have to let it all out right now.
Man.
Because when I meet Kanye, I can't lose my composure because that's one thing that I've learned is like artists don't like it when you like fan out, even though you're a fan.
They say the fangirl. The homegirl Giggles used to be saying that. You know, she said she had a problem with fangirl, and you got to control the fangirl. And okay.
No, I've definitely like since I started working, or when I was working with Jag.
Yeah.
I always just kept everything like real neutral, like. You know, just never acted like a fan, even though I was like dying inside. You know,
so you like,
yeah. But with the Kanye stuff, so like I started like listening to Jesus Walks on the way there, just like a whole Kanye playlist, because I was like, this is really happening. Yeah. So I get there and like it was at at a warehouse and I couldn't find it, and then like it was like real discreet. The dude opened the door.
I know that built up frustration. He's like, where's it at? Where's it at?
Well, I was like asking Dawson, but Dawson was still in Atlanta. So he was like, I have no idea. Like, you have to talk to this person. So we finally figured it out. I got my equipment in there. I was setting up. And then, like, Kanye just walks in there. And I was just like, hi. Like, I think he said, like, hello. He's like, hello, and I just like kept doing what I was doing because I was like, I don't want him to like, think that I'm like fanning out. But Kanye made it a point to walk up to me and shake my hand and call me by my name. So it was like really like. Was
this before you introduced yourself to him?
Yeah, like he came up to me.
So he knew your name already?
Yeah, because they told him that I was
okay,
gonna
cool,
be there.
for sure.
Yeah, so he was like, hi, I'm Ye. Nice to meet you. That was what he said.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, he was like, Cristal, excuse me, because I was like, still doing what I was doing.
Yeah, because you don't know what to do.
I was nervous. I was like, I don't know if he wants me to talk to him or not talk to him. So I just kept, setting up. And then he's like, I'm Ye. I was like, oh, Cristal, nice to meet you. But it was very courteous, and he started telling me like where he wanted everything. So I had to switch the setups, like multiple, because I had to like actually set up, the recording stations and stuff. So we moved it different times just to make sure it was what he wanted. So I did that for like 1 or 2 days, and then I didn't go for like 2 days, and they called me back. So it was just like a lot of back and forth. Like, I was kind of on call, and then Dawson finally got there from Atlanta, and then my other engineer homie Pat, shout out Pat, he was there. Like, so we all kind of just like tag team everything. And Big Lou, who he's like, I just met him doing the Donda stuff, and he is like a whole like genius. Like it's he says he's a master networker, but I feel like he does more than that, because he has relationships with a bunch of companies and stuff.
Man, so relationships.
Yes, everything that we needed, like equipment wise, like he was able to get it. Like anything that we needed, we went to him. He was like quarterbacking everything. Like shout out Big Lou, and I still am in contact with him, and he actually recently helped me get in the studio with Kodak Black, which is so crazy.
Kodak Black.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, so shout out Big Lou.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. It's only getting bigger. That's it.
It's so crazy because like originally I was supposed to work with Drake. That night.
Oh my God.
I was supposed to work with Drake that night, but the producer that was there like ended up bringing Kodak, which I was still like,
oh, that's a beautiful thing.
Like what?
Beautiful
Kodak?
thing. Yeah.
But if it would have been Drake, honestly, I don't know how to
Just,
react.
I mean, what it's just heavy hitter right there. Boom, boom, boom. She coming back and forth, y'all. Come on now, Cristal VVS got it going, baby. You gotta trust the process. Come on now. It's
For
only
sure.
getting bigger and better.
Definitely.
Beautiful thing. It's only getting bigger and better. This is so, I mean, this is inspiring to me. Just really inspiring because just look at where you came from.
For sure.
To where you are. Like, my goodness, man. Come on, clap it up. We gotta clap it up for Cristal VVS. She on to some big things now. Now, I mean, now throughout this whole situation and actually being Grammy nominated, now when was the first time you were Grammy nominated?
It was this time.
Okay, so it was the
So I got
the Donda.
so this year, Donda went for best rap album and album of the year.
Okay.
So that's 2 nominations.
Oh, okay,
So
got
that's
you.
how it's like calculated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
okay.
So like Dawson, he got to touch more songs on the album, so he got 4 Grammy nominations. So
Wow.
yeah.
Talk about, come on now. Man, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
beautiful
pretty
thing.
crazy.
Yeah, it's many more to come though.
Yeah, definitely. I
Many
mean,
more to come.
I never would expect that my first one would be with Kanye, and you know, Donda also went gold.
Man.
So it's technically my first gold project that I worked on. I haven't posted it yet because I'm kind of waiting for it to go platinum.
Yeah. Okay, I
but,
feel that. Yeah. So okay,
but
so
it's gold.
okay, so that's how it works. So that if you touch it, that's automatically you. Since you were part of that, you get the award as well.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing. So do you actually get like the Grammy thing? As
So
well?
the funny part is, if it wins album of the year,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Because this year they made it available to everybody that worked on a project.
Oh,
which
that's
is
that's that whole thing where they were talking about everybody gets the credits.
yeah. They've been doing that for a few years, but basically, like this year, if you win album of the year, you and your whole team get the Grammy.